Welcome, Taurus. Welcome to Sweet Tree of Life Tarot. Thank you for joining me today for your August 2022 reading. Welcome, beautiful Earth sign. Let's go ahead and start the reading. As you know, this is a spread. It's called the Tree of Life spread. For more information on that, I do have a short video that you can watch on my channel, and that will give you a little bit more of an explanation of what this is about. Okay, right here on the top of the tree, we have the Queen of Swords. Now, the Queen of Swords here is considered to be in the reversed because this is what the issue is. It's telling me that there's a lack of compassion at some point, maybe with either if it's a business related with your partner or your work environment, or if it's a relationship, it's most likely with your partner where there might be a lack of compassion or maybe even like some bitterness, jealousy, even like a little vindictiveness on one part. That's happening here. It's probably with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. It could also be, I'm getting a feeling with like possibly an Aries as well, or Leo or Sagittarius. A fire sign or air sign seems to be what's kind of prevalent right here. That it might be happening with one of them. Looks like you might have broken up already. You had that breakup. You're kind of going through the process, and there's still a lot of animosity left over from what happened for some of you. Let's go ahead and continue the reading to see what else comes up. We have the Four of Cups here. That this card tells me that it's usually with this card, it's like a card of indifference, boredom, self-centeredness, introspection sometimes as well, kind of like a withdrawal during times of uncertainty, right? So basically it's like you're kind of like taking a step back now because, okay, I'm withdrawing now. I want to focus a little on myself. I want to become a little bit more introspective, reflect a little bit about what's going on in my life, kind of thing. And of course you have the moon here, which only lights part of the way. So basically, because the moon here only lights part of your path, you do have to count a lot on your intuition and on your faith as well. She's kind of bored here, not paying attention that she has these three cups behind her. So basically, she's unaware of these. So this is kind of telling you, even though you went through this situation here where you're dealing with this person, they're dealing with your your other half, basically your ex. At this point, it seems like you're kind of like, oh, I'm done. I'm kind of just bored. I just kind of want to just maybe not really pay attention to what's going on at this point. I just kind of want to focus on something else, kind of like keeping your mind off of it almost, but you're missing on these three opportunities over here. So don't miss out on your opportunities. So what have you created since you've been going through this? It looks like you've been healing a lot, and it looks like you have the Empress, Major Arcana card, and this is in the section where it's of creation. So it's basically a lot of harmony, a lot of nurturing. It's definitely a rebirth. So it could be either for some of you actual birth, congratulations, or a rebirth of, being fruitful, fertility here with the pomegranates, transformation of your life, new life, rebirth, like a new beginning. So it's definitely a lot of nurturing and a lot of transformation that you have gone through. So congratulations, you're going through that. I know it's a little tough sometimes, but you seem to be going through it pretty well. You're creating that atmosphere of new beginnings. And right here we have the King of Swords. Now, the King of Swords does represent an energy where it's very calm, powerful. He is a ruler that's very tactical, prefers to be tactical in the way he uses his intellect. He doesn't like to give, dramatic displays of emotion. So he definitely uses his head more than his heart, but he's still very honest and fair, very calm demeanor. So this is the energy that you're kind of building on to continue to grow. Right here, and what you need to dissolve, we have the Two of Wands. Now, the Two of Wands, it is related to very much a fire sign. So you could be dealing with Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or again, it could be the air sign that you're dealing with as well for your either partner at work or your actual, ex-lover, seems like. You're basically here, what's telling you to dissolve is to dissolve that energy that is unfocused. You need to be more organized. So it's telling you, you got to stop being disorganized. You can do this. You have to organize yourself. whether it be in the partnership or relationship, because it could indicate also for some of you that with these partnership or your relationship that you had, there's some differences in creative vision and goals, whether it be that you're wanting the goal to continue to the next step and phase of your relationship, or if it's a work related thing, it could be just a difference in the visions and goals of what you guys want to, do at work. But it looks like you're definitely you had those differences with, it looks like for me, it feels like it's already an ex. It could be somebody that you're still dealing with, but it seems like there's a lot of, if you are still with that person, it could be a lot of animosity there, a lot of jealousy, kind of lack of compassion. So it seems like you might be, if you haven't already, you might be walking away from the situation if it's being a toxic situation. But that's, of course, something you'll have to look at. Now, right here in the middle of the reading, we have the Death card. It's Major Arcana card. Now, the Death card does not mean something dies. It's like right here it says Vita mutatur non tulitur, right? Which is to mean life is changed, not taken away. So this angel right here is kind of looking at them and going, hey, this is going on, but I know life is not ending, it's just changing. So this is the end of something in order to give way to something else, to a change. It could be ending the relationship, like I was talking about. It could be changing, ending a chapter in your life, which could be with that person. It could be ending a habit, just a habit that you might have, or even a way of thinking. But this is a card of that metamorphosis of growth. So this is telling me with the butterflies too, again, the butterflies pointing in the direction towards the Empress as well. As you can see, it's almost like it's lighting the way. It is connected. It's telling you, okay, it's time for that rebirth. It's time to keep transforming yourself. Go through that metamorphosis. Start that new chapter in your life, that new habit, and possibly, way of thinking. And for some of you, even, a new ending of a relationship in order to give way to that. And we do have that, as you can see, with the Tower here as well. But the next card we're going to read is what you have in your victory position. You have the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups here, she's sad, but she's kind of, she's sad that she doesn't have all these cups that were just kind of filled and now they're empty. She dropped all these, they all fell. What she expected, could be with love, because it is cups, it does deal with emotion. Again, you got to count on your intuition and your faith, because you can see the moon doesn't light her path the whole way, but there is hope already. She's holding on to the tree branch, because she wants to kind of make sure that when she leaves the situation, she's doing it, even though reluctantly, and she's doing it carefully, cautiously, a step at a time. Okay? So this card basically urges you to leave the past behind in search of something more fulfilling for yourself. So that's what that indicates there. Here, in Reveals on What You Want, we have the Page of Cups, again dealing with the heart, the growth. This signifies the beginning of a relationship. It could be a beginning of a relationship, usually meaning a romantic or a spiritual relationship. As you can see, she's waiting to see what the message here is. For some of you, it could also be a possible new birth, again with the birth here, a physical birth, or an actual, not an actual birth, but a rebirth of yourself. But it does remind you to be open-minded to those new opportunities. Like it says over here, you're not giving yourself that opportunity. Be open-minded to those opportunities. Have your heart open to those opportunities. It reminds us to be loving, intimate, gentle, and emotional. So yes, keep that heart open. Like my mom says, open that heart. Do not keep it closed. Do not find yourself in that bitterness and loneliness and just kind of bored and missing those opportunities. Give yourself that opportunity. You can see how diagonally it just kind of connects as well. Not only is it the cups, but it's also dealing with the same message. Make sure you give yourself that opportunity, that new birth, that new open-mindedness to new opportunities that are coming up for you. And then right here in the branch of the tree, and in the trunk of the tree, what we see is another major arcana card, the Tower. Now see, with this Death card here is definitely a big message. Not only do you have to give yourself those new opportunities, this Tower usually means, how you see yourself or how you see others when it's located in this situation here as a trunk of the tree in the number 9 position. It does tell you it's a reversal in fortune. You have those shaky ground in order to, pave the new way for those new opportunities. Again, new opportunities are coming, new opportunities. Everything's coming up that you have new positive paths coming through. This is a wonderful, wonderful reading, actually. It looks like you've been through the toughest part already. You know, your perception of this big change that's happening will determine on how you adapt to the new circumstances. So it's all about changing that way of thinking, you know, what it says here, being that open-mindedness there, changing the way of thinking, you know, it's just all connected. Now, right here as the outcome card, you know, you got this. Outcome is radiating the card of victory, self-confidence, success, focus, control, authority. So it's basically that achievement of your goals, you know, through that self-discipline that you have, through being assertive and perseverance, you're actually able to continue to reach those goals. So she basically here, as you can see in the chariot, she has only one hand to hold the reins of these two horses, even though they're kind of going in different directions. She has them in control, where she doesn't even need to do anything but use one hand just to kind of guide them, because she has this. You've got this. You know, she has all the control and willpower she needs to attain the victory over the situation here. Again, you know, this is a great reading. It started off, you know, with a little trepidation because you didn't know where it was going, but it really has a great message for you of giving yourself those opportunities and giving yourself that time to reflect and grow and keep growing, you know, spiritually as well in your spirituality. And you know, you do have what it takes. You have a lot of the energy here, even though you feel a little sad about leaving it, but you are looking for more, in search of more, something more fulfilling for you. And right here we have the column of severity, the column of mercy. In the middle, we have a column of harmony. As you go back up the column of harmony, kind of gives you a little perspective on what we just talked about, and kind of help you with the different things you can look at to kind of change your situation and make it a little better even. So right here, you have the chariot, you have the control, you have the willpower to attain your victory. Here, just telling you, everything kind of has to, kind of looks like it's falling apart, but it's really falling into place. Remember, your perspective on how you handle this is what's going to let you adapt to your new circumstances, and these opportunities are coming in big time. And of course, you're a little sad about leaving this, but you know, with that new chapter ending, a new one begins. New opportunities, that transformation that you're going through, it's huge. And of course, you want to turn this around, dissolve that kind of sense of disorganization. You know, kind of make sure you focus your energy, keep your head, you know, don't act with your emotions. You're doing great, keeping your head, leading with your head. And of course, you know, keeping growing and keep transforming and keep just going to the next level of your maybe your spirituality even, or the next level of a new relationship that, you know, but not necessarily just a relationship with another partner, but a relationship with yourself, which is very important. And by doing all of that, you might be able to turn this back around in the Queen of Swords and have her be, you know, what she is: very strong, very just, very calm in her way, because she knows she has this sort of hope already, clearing out the clouds of conflict. And again, with the butterflies and that transformation, and helping you and continue that transformation more smoothly. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. I really enjoyed giving you this reading. It's a very positive reading, and I know that you have a lot of opportunities coming. So remember, keep that open heart, keep that open mind to those new opportunities so you don't miss them. They're right there. Do not miss them. Thank you for joining me today. If you like this channel, please, and my readings, please go ahead and subscribe so I know that you are wanting me to make these readings in the future. And also, please feel free to like, share, comment. You know, somebody else might be wanting to hear this message as well. They might be having a similar situation, or maybe they can take another perspective on their situation, maybe a more positive one. So I hope that this leaves you with a positive perspective of what's coming. It sounds very positive, and you've got this. The charioteer here, the chariot. The charioteer is doing a great job being in control and getting through that victory. Okay, so just keep going. It looks like you're doing great. And I hope to see you here next month, sending you lots of peace, light, and love. Thank you.